Hi everyone, welcome to another awesome voice actor interview. With me, I have a very special guest. He's not only a voice actor, but also a stuntman, filmmaker, on-camera and motion cap actor. Please welcome Reuben Langdon. Hi.
Hi guys.
How are you doing today?
Thanks for having me.
So before we go any further, I would like to introduce my co-host, Luna. She is
Hi everyone.
We met earlier. She has rocking the V costume.
Yeah, I was, but it's like I had to take it off. It's starting to get cold. So.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
She's Ronin Expo's cosplay guest, correct?
Yes.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Artemix Luna. I'm also known for Megami. Yeah. So.
It's quite fitting though, because you're cosplaying again the character from The Devil May Cry.
Yes, that's correct.
She'll be asking all the DMC related questions.
Okay. Obviously, she has a DMC5 shirt.
Obviously,
so
check that out.
that's appropriate.
So before we jump on straight to the voice acting in your life, I'm interested more right now in your stuntman career. How did you become a stuntman, and what films have you been in?
Well, I kind of fell into it. No. Actually, I'd just been an admirer of Jackie Chan and Hong Kong action cinema when I was young and in high school. Big Bruce Lee fan. And even back in the day, Van Damme, as cheesy as he is, and Steven Seagal and all those like 80s action films. Like I love that. And I just went full in. And when I discovered Bruce Lee, there was something just so powerful about him. That he wasn't this big, super muscular guy, but he was definitely like cut and had all this, and he had this charisma like no other. And then I started studying his philosophies,
right?
And that just like sucked me in because it wasn't just somebody that pounded people's faces in, but there was like this whole martial art philosophy behind it, and then from there, the cinema aspect. Then I discovered Jackie Chan and Jet Li, and those guys were like just extremely talented, crazy stuff, and I never thought in a million years that I would actually be able to do that, but I just ate it up. I watched Jackie movies every single day, and it was when I moved to Japan, just out of my interest for this culture, otaku culture, is when I had pretty regular access to martial art classes. So first with Aikido, and then Jeet Kune Do, karate, kickboxing. Like it was, for whatever reason, I was being attracted to those arts, those martial arts, and I started thinking, well, maybe I could do this. Maybe this is the thing. If I practice hard enough, maybe I could one day be like Jackie Chan. And I just dove right in, and I just found the joy of practicing martial arts and all kinds of martial arts. Aikido was sort of my main for the first couple of years, but then I dabbed in all kinds of things. So. Pursuing sort of the combination of my love for film, love for action and martial arts, just sort of, anybody who has those passions and loves, you just sort of naturally funnel into action cinema and stunts.
Speaking about films, you're also a filmmaker. Luna informed me that you made a documentary on extraterrestrial life. Is that correct?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. I've been pursuing the idea of extraterrestrials and what does that mean, and are we alone in the universe, which then sort of spins me off into questioning like our very fabrics of space-time reality and investigating quantum physics and just all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, it's sort of the idea and the pursuit of are we alone in the universe led me down a path of asking big questions. Which is then I developed a series sort of asking questions from people who claim to be channeling extraterrestrials. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. Let me go talk to those people and ask them about what is, the constructs of reality. And surprisingly, I would get, maybe not so surprisingly now, but I would get very detailed information about the fabric of our space-time reality that matches up congruently 100% with quantum physics. So it's a lot of woo-woo, but it's just a lot of fun too. It's like I don't take it too seriously. It's not like this is how it is, but
Much like Mulder in the X-Files.
yeah, it's like he takes things a little too seriously sometimes. Right? I'm just having fun. I'm just a guy with a microphone, just like you guys, asking questions to people who claim to channel extraterrestrials. Whether or not it's real or not, it doesn't matter. What's fun is the answers and this pursuit, and it's you always hear that story. It's about the journey, not about the destination.
Right. Yes.
And it's just a journey, man. We're just going on a this crazy adventure through space-time and trying to figure it out.
Staying on the topic of documentaries, while filming a documentary in Guatemala in February of this year, there was an incident involving you getting shot at. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, it was pretty intense. I don't know if anybody's been shot at. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like at point blank, like literally a gun in your face. And
it literally missed you by this much. I remember I saw
yep.
that post, and then I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
Yeah.
I just by the luck or by divine intervention of extraterrestrials or who knows what it is.
Cute X-Files theme song.
Literally bullets. The bullet, the closest bullet. Well, one bullet was just like an inch. It lodged into the back of the car, and if it had just been an inch higher, it would have went right into my head. And then another bullet actually lodged in the back of my seat in the metal plate. I felt it actually touch me, but there was a metal plate in the seat that it hit and bounced off. And actually,
Had that not been there.
I kept that bullet. I got that one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And the other bullet that lodged into the back window, I kept that one too. But when you're getting shot at point blank, it's pretty intense. Speaking of getting shot at, and all right, let's let that pass. It's probably gonna be a little loud.
Yeah.
We are in downtown LA, just a few blocks from Skid Row.
Yes, that is correct.
So
pretty regular.
pretty intense.
Did you find out if that was related to what you were doing in Guatemala, a gangster, some random drive-by, or
something like a coincidence? Or
Well, in my woo-woo world, I don't really believe in coincidences. So on a surface level, it depends on perspectives. From one level, yes, totally coincidence. We just went down the wrong neighborhood, wrong time, and bam. But when you start understanding quantum, realities and how space-time works, and how energies and vibrations and frequencies, it wasn't a coincidence because the guy who we were with, Chief Phil Lang, who's this indigenous elder from the Dakota tribes, he actually had a premonition. His wife had a premonition 2 days prior of him getting shot. And called him, and he didn't tell us this until after we got shot at. Thanks, Chief Phil. No, just kidding. Love you, Chief Phil. You're awesome. So his wife called him and said, "Get on a plane right now. Your life is in danger." So he was telling me and the other producers of the series, like he had planned. We had already paid for his ticket for him to be there a few extra days, and he's like, "No, get me on a plane right now. Go into the airport." And he was like stern, and we took him to the airport. The next day is when we got shot at. If he was still with us, he would have been in the back seat where the bulk of the bullets went into the back seat. They were coming through the back seat, and he would have been absolutely hit and shot at. Or me in the back seat. One of us would have been in the back seat. There's three of us, so one of us would have been.
one had to go in the back eventually.
Yeah.
What's that?
So one had to go. Somebody had to go in the back. Had it been all the whole team? Yes.
Yeah, and that was the side that everybody was on. So coincidence? Because as soon as that happened, we called him, and he goes, "Yeah, guys, I know my wife. That's why I rushed to the airport. That's because." And I'm like, "All right, cool. So yeah, was it related? Yes and no. But luckily, we survived. Again, we have some divine intervention forces watching us. Still footed with the bill for the car, but we're figuring that out. Alamo. Please, let's figure that out quickly, please.
Before handing this interview to my friend Luna here, have you ever had any memorable moments while delivering lines for a character or filming for motion capture?
Memorable moments, yeah. It's interesting you asked that because now I can't remember any of them, but I know I have. I think I told this in my panel earlier, the whole jackpot line with Devil May Cry, it was just like, you want us to say that? Really? Okay. And Dan and I kind of got egg on our face, and we're like, is this like a, are we at a casino or what's going on here? And we, it's just sort of that Japanese sensibility, which actually works. Now, years later, look at the popularity of that line, and then it, and no spoilers, but if you play Devil May Cry 5, there's a little homage to things, and so, just stuff like that. That's how it happens all the time, especially when you're working on Japanese projects, because it's just, the language barrier, cultural differences, and most of it's like question mark. You're like, okay, sure, I'll say that. But then, it comes out and it's like awesome. Like,
it makes sense.
Like, I don't know how many jackpots I said today. People are like, can you say jackpot? I'm like, really? And they're like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, I know you're serious. Okay, let's do it, jackpot. And then, everybody goes crazy, woo! And I'm like, right, jackpot.
Can you say jackpot?
Jackpot. There we go. We did it. We did our 10,000th jackpot for the day.
Yay! Take it away.
Okay,
right.
so who are your inspirations, and who had a real impact in your life and career?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Bruce Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Lee's Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung. I don't know if you know Hun Jinbao or Sam Hung Kimpo in Japanese. He was sort of a mentor in his film work, and I befriended his son, Jimmy Hung, at an early age when I was still living in Japan, early 20s, and just over the years, working with him and his dad, Sammo. Like right now, maybe because it's just I'm doing stuff like this,
right.
and I'm inspired by other people who inspire other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So therefore I want to carry my version of inspiration to others. So Bruce Lee with his action and his philosophies, Jackie Chan with his physical abilities. We look at these,
which of course, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but of course they all influenced you to become Reuben Langdon.
who I hope, in my own way, am inspiring others out there to sort of follow their passions, follow their excitement, to do what they love, and do it with integrity, obviously, and
Right.
no expectations to the outcome. That's sort of another thing. But speaking of that, so Bashar is a space alien that is channeled through a gentleman named Daryl Anka, and he has been a huge inspiration. And I know people are going to be like turning their heads and like, what did he just say? He's inspired from a space alien? Yes, actually I am. And we aspire to become like them, and then when we can get to a certain level, then we become our own inspiration for others.
Right.
So yeah, there's a whole huge list I just labeled there, but hopefully that answers the question.
Okay, so the other question is, have you ever dreamed of being successful and as iconic as you are now as Dante?
Yeah, that's still a hard one for me to process.
Right.
Like, really? It's like, it's almost beyond a dream, in a
Right.
sense. Like, yeah, we all have aspirations, as I just said. You want to be like Bruce Lee. You want to be, follow your mentors and be as good as them, or live up to the sort of the standards that they're putting there. But then again, I never in a million years imagined that this character would be this popular, that I'd be traveling the world doing interviews like we're doing right now about this. So
and then everyone always associate you as Dante, and it's
Right.
everywhere, not just here, but everywhere
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go, it's like, oh, Dante, everyone
Right.
knows you as Dante. So it's
Right,
it's
right.
so it seems like it's really a really what do you call it, unreal experience.
It is.
for you,
It
right?
is unreal. You forget, but hopefully I'm a feedback reflection loop for people in this role, and the energy they give me, I want to give it back and just keep this thing going. And
Right.
just loving what I do, and having these conversations. Yeah. So. Beyond my wildest dreams, basically, to sum it up. No, I never imagined this would ever be happening.
All right.
And it just keeps getting better and better every day. So thank you.
So that was it for the question.
All right.
Thank you so very much, and I'm just gonna hand it back over to Kitson.
Before you go though, can you
Yes.
give us another liner from Dante?
No
from
more
Devil May Cry?
jackpots. We've already. You sure you don't want that one again?
No.
No. Okay. How about this, everybody?
Okay.
I am absolutely crazy about you, and let's rock, baby.
Remember to subscribe to our network and hit the notification bell above so you won't miss any more of awesome interviews. That's been Chris Redfield featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. And
Artemis Luna. Bye.
see you guys next time.
Bye.
Don't you dare say it, Jackpot!